Hey friends, my name's Parker and my partner is Katy. Welcome back to another episode and part 2 of our standing rigging replacement on our Passport 42 named Boundless. We bought her last year and together we are working to get her ready to sail around the world. Since some of you may not be familiar with sailboats, the standing rig is all of the stainless steel cables that hold up our 60-foot mast, and they are a very important part of a sailboat. They attach to chain plates at the deck level, and on the other end they attach to the mast at various points, some of them being held away from the mast by things called spreaders. Last week, we replaced all of our shrouds under the instruction of our friend and professional rigger, Steve.
So the cable goes up to that point over there. You have to use choice words, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
That works.
If you haven't seen that video yet, I recommend watching it first to get caught up on this project.
So we have 6 done. We are very tired. We're all taking a lunch break.
What are shrouds? Well, they are what we call all of the cables that attach to the sides of the mast and support the mast on the left and right, or port and starboard sides of the boat. On Boundless, there are 5 on each side, and we changed them in pairs or one by one depending on their attachment location on the mast. This week, we are tackling the 2 forestays which are on the front or bow of the boat. They support the front of the mast and have things called furlers that the 2 head sails, the jib and the staysail, roll or furl up onto. Unlike the shrouds, the forestay cables run inside the furling foils. This makes them the most complicated part of changing out the standing rigging. We have to try and pull the new cable through the bearings in the foil, and if we fail, we will have to disassemble the aluminum foil sections piece by piece, making the job much more tedious and increasing the possibility of breaking something in the process.
Don't do that.
We have 2 shots at getting it right. Are we feeling lucky? Well, cross your fingers, everyone. Let's see how it goes.
Is it action?
Yes.
Today we are taking down these guys, the forestay and inner forestay,
1, 2.
and the backstay
That thick black line there.
to replace the wires.
Yeah.
Then we'll be done with the rig.
And we'll be done with the rig. How about that? Free to go. So what's the crux?
Getting the wires through the furlers.
Yeah, so we have 2 furlers, and they are assembled in sections, and we don't want to have to take them apart. Here's the brains behind it all.
Your hat?
Yeah. So you have a master plan,
I have a master plan, always. Always have a plan.
and Katy has the jumps. I
She's
guess.
got the jitters.
The jitters. Is it the coffee?
Yeah.
I had 2 cups.
We've put in generator systems, we've put in solar systems.
I can look at it. There's a method to the madness. All right, so we just released the inner forestay, and I took the pressure off the back of the mast with the backstay tensioner.
Go ahead like that, and give it at least 3, right?
Okay.
And make sure these are nice and flat,
Okay.
like that. Okay. On the, when you do that.
Like cinch it down. I see.
Okay. Yeah. And then it won't slip.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
a Prusik knot.
That's a Prusik knot. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just do that there. Make sure this knot over here is up by the ring. It doesn't get entangled in here.
Okay.
And then you connect your halyard on there, and then take the pressure. We'll take the pressure off the pin. Take the weight of this off so you can push the pin out.
Okay.
But before we do that, you take the split pin out
Right.
so the thing doesn't turn.
Okay.
And then like, we have the headset. You'll say lift a little bit. No, too much, down a bit. Okay, perfect. And then out she
Okay.
comes. And then we'll lower it with the halyard.
Okay.
A bird just shat over there. Missed your camera by an inch.
Wait, I'm on the wrong side to take this pin out. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, split pin is out. We are out completely. Yeah. It's in my pocket. So John's laying out some cardboard on the dock there. Watch his wind vane. Oh, there we go. Yeah, right. All right, and touchdown.
There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there you go. Perfect, there's your stable. There you go. So I'll put a bit of goop in there. So hang on, what's the locking mechanism here? I want to see whether it changes the...
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Okay, look there. So this is a turn lock on.
When you turn this, you're shortening up on this here.
The whole thing turns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this will have to come off. I mean, we can take it off now. There's at least a reference mark. I don't know whether it's right or wrong.
At least we can see how many threads we're dealing with here.
Yeah, I mean, look here. What we're going to do is cut the cable to exactly the same length.
Right.
And then tighten this thing up with this.
Right.
Let's do a dry run then, shall we? Oh, God. You have to hold tight. Oh, wait, it might be a reverse thread.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I think
It is reverse thread, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And now maybe something will happen.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So that's the turnbuckle. I'm tightening right now. And I'm loosening right now.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the way
so that's it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's a mark there. Somebody made a mark there.
It's the do not go past this mark.
Red.
Yeah. Danger. That's a hell of a lot of
Wow, that's a
thread
lot
on
of thread on
there.
that thing. Oh, you
There.
now.
And there. I mean, there's not much thread on there.
I'm swearing more now that I'm around you.
What? I think it was like on Monday. I was swearing all the time.
Really?
I was like,
Good for you.
There's Tef gel on here, so I'll add a little bit more to this.
Yeah, but
before-
this is longer than the thread on here.
Right.
So you've got half the thread, because this doesn't go all the way down either. Just put that on there, and then I think we're okay now. We know what we're doing.
All right, after a bit of reverse engineering, we understand how this works. And so now we just marked where we're going to cut the new wire. And before we cut this end off, remember we have to get this nut off because we're going to reuse it in the stay lock fitting. So we are going to use a pair of vice grips like we did earlier in the week. And we're going to lock onto this, and then we're going to use some heat from a map torch and a crescent wrench to break this thing free from the formed wire. All right. Oh, sweet.
Chop it off and we're good to go.
That's the last one we got to get undone.
Do you have a flapper wheel or not?
I do have a flapper wheel.
Yeah, get a flapper wheel rather, because you actually want to round it over quite considerably.
Okay.
Leave it like
That'll
that. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Put that there. Okay, now chop it. So we've cut this out and we replace it with that there.
Yeah.
And that goes inside. This doesn't give us a lot to melt though, that's the only issue. We're going to try it out. If it doesn't work, well...
So this is your master plan?
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right.
Hope it works. Yeah, you're getting it. I can see it's going to work like that.
All right.
You got it in?
Yeah. You know what? We fucked up.
Did we?
Yeah, shouldn't have cut this off. We needed it longer to thread it through. We needed to cut a core out. We should have left the new one long still. Because we had,
Yeah, but for what particular reason?
well, because you cut it to the exact length that we need to unwrap it, put the wedge on, and put the thing on.
Yeah, so what's the difference?
Well, we can't cut the core out like we did in this old one
You don't
now.
have to cut the core. You got to cut the core out of that thing. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You're right.
So this, we shouldn't have cut this off.
Cut
So
that. You're right.
let's just think for a second, we'll figure something out. And we could take the foils apart. So if we pull this line through,
Now we'll have the line at the other end.
have a line at the other end
How do we connect the line to that?
without using this method.
Okay, so we did screw up, and it's no one's fault, but there is an explanation. As Steve and I were preparing to pull the new wire through the furling unit via this messenger line, the black line that you see in the video, we had marked the exact length of the new wire with Sharpie. Now, I was off to get a flapper wheel for the grinder to round over the edges of this wire so it wouldn't get caught on anything going through the foils. Steve saw the mark, and just like we had with the 10 other shrouds before this one, he cut the wire on the mark. I would have done the same thing if it was him going to get the flapper wheel and I was sitting there with the grinder in my hand. So what does this mean? Well, if you remember from a few minutes ago when we cut part of the coring out to make room for the black line to go in, that's what we needed to do with the new wire. So we needed it to be longer than the exact length, because once you melt the rope inside the coring, you can't clean that again. So we couldn't use this exact length of wire now for this method. Now, after some head scratching, we did come up with an idea to possibly make this work still. So we went ahead and proceeded.
Cold water there, maybe? If you have, you don't have. Oh, don't do that. You're being naughty now.
And that's the moment that I screwed up. For whatever reason, I decided to try and squeeze the wire down around the molten coring like that would have done anything. It was perfect how it was. We just needed to pour some water over it to freeze it into place. And I deformed it.
Too late, she cried. Now tell the camera you f***ed up.
No, I And I've been saving this as a souvenir and also as a prop to show you all what it looked like when I screwed up and squeezed this thing with this rope still melted. When I squeezed it, I completely deformed this wire around the melted rope. And in order for this wire to fit through the foil, you need to have it this diameter, this compact diameter. It will not fit through if it is deformed. Now, in hindsight, we probably could have taken that flapper wheel on the grinder and ground down this steel until it did fit. But we had two screw-ups that we made, and that kind of put the kibosh on this method for the staysail furler. This is why we picked the staysail furler to start with, because it is the shorter of the two furling units, and we figured if we were gonna screw up, it'd be better to screw up on one with less joints. So we did have to proceed by taking apart all of the staysail furler joints one by one with a map torch and very, very delicate hands, pulling them apart and then threading the wire through, and then reinstalling the couplings on the foil sections and locking them back into place with the set screws and new Loctite.
Okay, so we're just joining the last section together. These aluminum, oop, I just put my finger in Loctite.
You mean aluminium?
These aluminium joiners, these couplers, came apart with some heat. We had to play tug of war. There you go.
I wouldn't have let him do that.
Yeah.
What?
If I'd remembered. If I was,
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have let me do that either if I would have remembered.
yeah, but you might have let me do it though.
Oh yeah, well, I saw you cutting the wire, and it didn't even cross my mind that we didn't even. You know what I mean?
I was sitting there thinking, what should I do while I wait for you? And I looked at the mark and I thought, oh, well, I'll just cut the thing.
Yeah, because you're on camera.
Yeah, and I looked stupid.
So we are gooping this one up because I'm not going to be able to get to this one as easy to service it.
Good.
Yeah. Look at that.
Clean up your mess.
Okay, hold on, a little bit more. Right there, stop. Down about half an inch. A little more. I'm just gonna slightly bend this split pin over, just enough. And I'm gonna come back up here, clean this up and put some Tef gel on all this because of these dissimilar metals. Yeah, the tang is aluminium, yeah. Yeah, not aluminum, it's actually aluminium. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right. That's always a little bit butt puckering.
Was it?
A little bit.
Why?
I don't know.
Tell me why.
Because every time I go up, there's less and less things holding up the mast.
Yeah. You're lucky you're a masthead rig and not a fractional rig.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on fractional rigs where there's nothing holding you up for the last, I don't know how many meters.
Right. Keep going. Oh, yeah, we have enough now. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Right.
All the washers are in.
Yeah, all the washers are in.
Can I lay down?
Yeah, you can.
And up I went to remove and lower the backstay. There were rain clouds approaching quickly, so everyone took turns hoisting me up to the top of the mast. After we got the backstay onto the deck, we were able to see further why Steve had suggested to change the rigging in the first place.
You see that there?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a serious amount of rust in a particular one strand.
Right.
It's not just
It's like a Roman candle.
it's not just a rust mark like that. It's a specific bundle,
Yeah.
a ball of rust. Yeah.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm just getting out cameras and equipment. We got all of our tools over here from last night. We have one more stay to replace here on Boundless. We failed yesterday snaking the new wire through with a messenger line, so we are going to... Yep, I'm ready for you, Steve. So we are going to try and right our wrongs yesterday and snake this new wire through the forestay foil. We're gonna get to it. Last one.
Okay, so we're going to put a temporary forestay up.
Yeah, using that
Green
one. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's even around that bottom plate there too. Yeah.
Okay, so it should be, it should be secure.
All right, we got a plan. We need some people. We have the front of the mast supported by the halyard that we just installed, and now all attention is off the actual furling drum and the forestay itself. So we'll be able to pull this pin, and then we have a plan for lowering it down onto the dock, and then we're going to walk it back so we can work right here on cardboard and the wood. And I think that should be good. This is much longer than the inner forestay, but. There we go. Alright, I can pull it. Nice job.
I'll wiggle it now when you try and...
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So you want me to pull it?
Yeah. I completely can.
I'll pull, you wiggle.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
Alrighty.
It's moments like this where you just gotta do the task and not think about the fact that you're gonna be 60 feet off the ground, dangling from ropes. I really have to hand it to rock climbers. I've not really been too afraid of heights in my life. One thing I am afraid of is being at any great height on a ladder, like leaning against a house or something like that. Growing up, you know, extension ladders for the apartments and painting and stuff with my dad. Okay, yeah, it's floating now. Okay, hold. All right, I'm gonna, okay, yeah, it's coming out easy, so I'm pulling it. Yeah. Watch for me to yell if this pin falls out of this vice grips, yeah? Yeah, I don't want to damage the hatch. Okay, pin is out. Okay, hold, let me put this pin away so that I can guide this thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we are free. All right. Sweet, there we go.
Thank you.
Professional there with the headset and the repelling.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's the camera for you.
this is the getup right here. All right.
For the director to say action.
Yeah, cameras are rolling.
Katy, you really want to be down here.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's stop. Let's pull this back a bit.
That was a great idea, wasn't it? Maybe just let the thing come down more, John, before walking further.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, let it come down more.
Okay, that's good. Quite heavy. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Look at that.
All right.
Look at that.
Hey! It worked! All right. You want to do the oldest? No, you can do the ribbon cutting.
Pull a new cable. Parker. You think?
You need a cutting wheel for that grinder.
No, I don't. Oh yeah, you're right, we do.
Okay.
You see how easy it is to change the blade without
I think that nut, it spins the opposite direction so it
course.
won't come off.
Exactly.
Steve
And you don't need the damn vice grip.
is always so annoyed with how I do things.
Do it by hand, man.
Look at him.
Good, I got gorilla hands.
Just grumping.
I'm a grumpy old that's for sure, yeah. I'm well known for that. All right, now we have a lovely little tulip there.
Yeah.
And now you can...
You hold it, I'll squeeze it, darling.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, look at that.
Wow.
F***ing amazing.
Amazing.
Now a bit of fire on there. Move your fingers unless you'd like to be licking them again.
Yeah, I just needed to get my ass out of the way and do the camera work and let you guys
Yeah.
do the magic.
Oh!
Well, what did you do that for?
Trying to catch it so I can put it back in the can. But
When you have water, it's free.
free.
You love that grinder.
Slowly, John, slowly, huh? Okay, stop.
You made it.
Done deal. Yeah, perfect. That was well done. Now we can have a beer.
How do you feel about yourself, Steve?
Good, another one done. After all the ups, at least we now got success. We had to get success, otherwise it would be a total bummer.
Yeah. You missed the fun, Olaf.
This time it worked?
Yeah, it worked, yeah.
Okay.
Looked like a charm. Looked like it should work.
Right.
two people doing what they should do, not what they shouldn't be doing.
Hey, now. I feel like that's a jab at me.
Definitely benefited from my supervision
Oh,
today.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you were here the whole time.
The baby missed you.
Shout out to John Robar. If you're watching this, John, thanks again for these flapper wheels. They've come in handy quite a few times. This is a satisfying one because it's big. It's easy to like really see, especially on camera.
That's what she said.
Off my head.
There we go. Look at that. That is beautiful. So everything is perfectly aligned and nothing's falling into the crack of the wedge. Now we're gonna form it.
Yeah, I've got to be careful. Keep things out of your crack.
Those were good days.
So we should probably break it and then
Yes, and goop it up.
scoop it up.
Yeah.
Really mindless, but
Beautiful. So we filled it up with the goop because this one's not going to be serviceable. This lives inside the drum here. There we go.
basically use anything.
Everybody's here, the whole crew.
The neighborhood.
Cheers.
The whole neighborhood. Cheers, yeah.
I'm here for the beers.
Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here for the 12-step program.
Need the 12-step program.
Oh, you need
12.
12. Got it.
Let's skew though.
All right, we're going.
Come, Steven Spielberg, hurry up.
6, 4, 3, 4.
Keep going, keep going. Okay, hold there for a sec. Hold. Let me get this thing inside. Okay, now you need to go up about an inch. Right there. Ah, it's in. So the split pin's in, this thing's all good. There's no halyards up here that I need to get. All this shit looks good. Yes, my slaves. Hoist me up. Yeah, I'm ready now. Please don't let me drop. Okay, I'm ready. It's always a scramble to get your body moving as fast as the drop is going. You have to start pushing yourself away from all this stuff. Yeah, right. Yeah. You have to repel. Whoop, you have to repel. There we go, and touchdown.
Touchdown. The eagle has landed.
Yeah. You want to give a high five for the camera?
Okay, boom. We don't do that normally, but it's an American thing.
Is that really an American thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we are weird.
We are indeed. Why we tolerate you, I don't know.
Yeah. I think we should keep these handsets. We could just chat from boat to boat.
We can.
What do you think?
Yeah.
The last piece of this rigging puzzle was the thing that started it all, the backstay tensioner. The new tensioner was a satisfying and relatively easy thing to do, no flame required, just a bit of anti-seize paste and a couple of clevis pins.
All right, cheers to a job well done. Cheers. All right.
This huge rigging project took 3 days and was a ton of work. I had no experience with rigging replacement, and up until now, I've never hired out any work on any boat of mine, because I simply can't afford it. And of course, I love learning by doing.
We got a new rig, Katie.
Was that what that was for? Oh.
But in the process of hiring Steve to help, we met a few of the nicest people ever and now call them friends. Shout out to Johnny and Olaf for lending a hand throughout it all. Steve is a wealth of knowledge and I learned a ton from him. If you're ever in Panama at Shelter Bay Marina in need of rigging work, he'll fix you right up.
Eat by hand, man.
Look at him.
Hey, I got gorilla hands.
Just grumping.
I'm a grumpy old that's for sure, yeah.
Now for some stats. Total rig cost, $5,000. That was the money left over from selling Seawind. Not a bad time to shout out to our patrons for your support. Head over to patreon.com to join the club. I dropped exactly 0 things from the top of the mast. Katy gained a few pounds of raw muscle hauling me up to the top 9 times from start to finish. Katy the dog also wins most valuable mascot and #1 Katy.
Can I have your paw? Can I have your paw? No. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie.
And I even cranked her up to retrieve a halyard because she wanted a view above it all.
I need a little more. But you can take a breath if you need. I can see the bridge. I can see the ocean. So I'm up here, just hanging out on eye level to the monkeys. I have a bit of a tummy ache from lunch, or anxiety, who knows. Well, it's weird to feel the boat move forward while you're up here. I see the San Lorenzo lookout. I would like to go over there.
We hope you enjoyed watching the show. If you learned, laughed, or were in any way entertained while watching, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for next week when we haul Boundless out of the water and wonder how we are ever going to make this propeller look like a propeller again.